Hello, I am Coach John, and I am here to help you be actually and uncommonly happy through a powerful joy project. Are you a corporate professional who feels unfulfilled and wants to explore a creative hobby like woodworking or photography? I'm going to show you how to use your natural drive to make your joy project a reality. Are you a busy parent who longs for an outlet to pursue a personal passion project? I will help you find the time to make your project a reality. If you are a recent graduate, uncertain about your future, and want to experiment with different creative interests, I will give you a structured way to do that. If you are an older adult looking to pick up a new skill or rediscover an abandoned hobby for retirement, I'm going to help you stoke the fire for your passion project. Perhaps you are someone dealing with stress and burnout who wants to use a joy project for self care and wellness. I'm going to help make a joy project easily manageable and achievable. Ready to begin? Let's take the field. I want to start by sharing that I will have some opportunities, some announcements at the end, so make sure you stay tuned for those. The first one I'll drop in here is to be sure to join me in my free group at leadersupportcircle.com. That's where you will have extended access to videos like this one. This is a taste of the many we have within that free group, as well as like-minded people where we can all support each other on our journey. So I want to dive into where we're going with this. That is my Shield Success System as a way to make your joy project a reality. There are 5 key steps. The first key step is your dream blueprint. The second is your why. The third is your focus. The fourth is small wins. And the fifth is self-care 365. Let's dive into each one of those. The first one, the dream blueprint, that's your vision for your life. Something that you're passionate about, a life that you're passionate about, includes putting in fun as well as service to others. So here's where your joy project is a part of that. Whether you are trying to start up the woodworking or you're trying to find some more time for something creative in your life, this is where you write out what you want to explore. Now, maybe you have very little idea of what you want to do with this. So your vision for this joy project might start by being, I want to explore different things that might be a potential joy project for me. You might be on a farther end of the spectrum where you really know what you want to achieve. And so you might start writing out what that looks like, what that feels like. And you might be somewhere in between. The important thing is to get started. Even if it's just a little step, a little taste of a vision, write it down, pen and paper. There's something special about doing it by pen and paper. Start with there, just get going. The second piece is your why. Know the powerful reason or reasons you want to make your vision, and in this case, your joy project, a reality. Be clear about how you and your world, the world, will be better. So 2 key questions here. How will your life be better as you start this joy project, step into it? How will the world be better for it? So it could be that you're very busy and this joy project will bring more joy to your life. So you'll be less stressed. You'll have more energy for parenting, for your career, for your relationship. And in that way, the world will be better and you will be better. Write down, pen and paper, what that would be for you. And later, these things I'm asking you to write down with pen and paper, you can transfer to something electronic. It's just important to start with writing it out by hand to begin. The third piece is your focus. Now, I encourage you to set goals at least monthly and then pick one thing each week you most need to do right now. If you like this step, you can get some prompts within our group at leadersupportcircle.com where we remind you each month, hey, it's time to start thinking about your goal for the month coming up. And then at the beginning of the month, a chance to share what your goal is going to be, as well as prompts at the beginning of each week to help you focus on what's most important. So with these goals, the goals that you set monthly, this is something that you want to be reasonable and achievable. It's something that you want to hold on to loosely, though. So if you don't make it, don't stress. It's something to help give you some motivation and some direction for your joy project. I want to back up to step number one for a moment. This vision should be something that you can start stepping into right away. And it's not a finish line type of goal or vision, but more a journey type of vision. So you don't want it to be something out in the future that you achieve someday. Like, I want to write a book. So if you write that in terms of when my book is complete, I'll be happy. That's something I'm trying to coach you into avoiding. Make it more, I want to be a writer. I want to create in the form of writing. And that way it's something you can always do. And it's not hooked onto a final destination that you have to get to. So coming back to step three with your monthly goal, perhaps if your joy project is a book, perhaps you start off by figuring out what might be a good direction to go with your book. Perhaps your goal might be to write so many words if you already have a direction for your book. In any case, this is where you can be more specific and more something you try to reach. But again, hold on loosely, have some healthy detachment so that if you don't get it, that's okay. However, it has served as a motivator for you and a direction finder for you for the month. And then each week on Sunday, determine what's the one most important thing you need to do in service of that goal. And that goal is in service of your vision, your dream blueprint for your joy project. Let's go to step number four. Step number four, small wins. So begin each day taking action and build a circle of support around you as you embody your vision, as you live into your joy project, one step at a time. So by starting each day with some action towards your dreams and goals, this gives you some accomplishments for your day, which builds motivation so that each day you're getting more and more excited about what you're doing there. As well as small steps over time create big wins. So keep plugging in small wins each day. That way you have the bigger joy, the bigger wins over time. Often I encourage people to do this step 5 days a week. So typically that's Monday through Friday. You can tweak and do things differently if you need to. For some people, they might combine all the Monday through Friday steps to one day on the weekend, and that can work as well. And also you want to build people around you, build a circle of support that will support you on this journey, that are motivated to help you, that want to see you win in this step. Now, if you're someone that doesn't have a lot of time, like a busy parent, for example, a busy professional, for example, this is where the magic lies in doing something at the beginning of your day. Because you probably know all too well, when you do something later in the day or have something planned later in the day, the more likely it is to get interrupted, to not happen, that someone calls or someone needs your help and you go take care of that, which makes sense. But then your priority doesn't get taken care of if it's the thing getting bumped. And it's too easy for that to take a long time, or things to move on to the end of your day and you're tired, understandably. So that's why I encourage you to carve out time at the beginning of your day. So you might be thinking, I'm a busy parent, I'm a busy professional. Where do I find the time? How do I do that? It can be as simple as 5 minutes. Just get started. Just spend 5 minutes on this piece of your day, piece of your dream, right at the beginning of your day. Now, you may already have your morning routine, which is great. I'm not asking you to necessarily change that. I'm asking you to consider going to bed. Let's say you start with 5 minutes. Go to bed 5 minutes earlier so that you get up 5 minutes earlier, and so that you dive in right away those first 5 minutes with your joy project in this case. So it's really straightforward to move that in. And if you can move to even just 15 minutes over time, that 15 minutes will turn into over 90 hours. Even your 5 minutes a day, if all you did was 5 minutes a day, let's say you do it every day, 365 days in a year, that would be 30 hours towards your joy project, towards your dream blueprint. So there's a lot of power in these small wins. I encourage you to get started and keep going. And also that circle of support around you. If you need any help with that, you can get a circle of support at leadersupportcircle.com. There are a lot of people there that are rooting for you to win. Come join us and be a part of that support. The last step, number 5, self-care 365. This is something I definitely encourage every day. Find 1 to 3 things to start that you enjoy, that bring you joy, that bring you rejuvenation. Do at least one of those things at the beginning of each day as your part of your morning routine. So if you're planning on 5 minutes for your joy project, perhaps you'll need an additional 5 minutes for one of these things, or perhaps your joy project is one of these things. Let's assume for a moment that your joy project and the self-care are separate. So now I'm encouraging you to take 10 minutes total. So 5 minutes for your joy project, 5 minutes for self-care, at least Monday through Friday for the joy project. And so now maybe you're going to bed 10 minutes earlier to get up 10 minutes earlier. So we're not talking about a huge commitment here unless you really want to. Whatever you choose something that's achievable so that you can get going. Keep it small to start so that it's an easy win. I know it might be tempting to say, well, that's not enough time. And so then that can leave you hesitating and not even getting started until you wait, finding you waiting until you have a bigger chunk of time. I'm encouraging you to resist that thought, that line of thinking, and just get started with even a small amount. Beginning is winning. So those are the 5 steps. I want to encourage you that success is a journey, not a destination. That's why I talked about the dream blueprint in that manner, that make it something that you enjoy doing as opposed to a finish line that you need to get to. Believe in yourself and begin living into your vision today. So at the beginning, I promised some things, some announcements, some ways to support you. So let's talk about that. Number 1, we already talked about, is the Leader Support Circle group. So be sure to join us there. It's free. There's no charge. Just be asked a couple questions when you start, when you sign in the first time, and then we'll get you more involved from there. The second thing I want to share is my guide to support you on your journey. It helps outline the steps in the Shield Success System that we talked through today. Third, I want to invite you to a free consultation call. Just go to plan4success.help, planforsuccess.help. You'll get to jump on my calendar, find a time that works for you, and I'll have a free 15-minute chat to discuss your project that you want to work on. Finally, there's some ways to deep dive with me. If you say, hey, this really resonates with me, and I've been looking for a way to dive deeper, and I'm ready to get going, you can choose between a mastermind opportunity where we meet 4 times a month as a group, to a retainer type system where I'm on call and can support you at any time, to a very deep dive one-on-one system where I'm supporting your dreams and goals, researching things about your goals, your destination, and helping support you on that journey. So those are the things I have for you today. I'd love for you to jump into the comments and share what you loved about this, and share with someone that you think could benefit. So as I go, I encourage you to be you, be unpredictable, and just be. This is Coach John rooting for you as you follow your heart, live your best life, and change the world. Have a great day, friends.